Hello, naked truthers. Welcome back. So lately, prosperity and abundance, money has been on my mind, right? And I've just been thinking about the times that I truly allowed myself to be in a place of peace, in a place of trusting, in a place of knowing that I was going to be good regardless of how it may seem or regardless of what my mind was telling me to believe, right? You know, the thoughts that come in that create the anxiety or the worry or the stress of how you're going to do this and how you're going to pay for this and how you're going to get this, right? And it just makes me think about, the time when I did a video, a collective message on the how is already handled, right? And it is. It's always handled. But we find ourselves getting caught up in the how, and we don't allow ourselves to truly trust that, right? To trust the divine timing, right? And to trust the protection of it all, right? Like, you are good, and you're going to receive what it is that you need. And it may not come as soon as you snap your fingers, right? But it's coming. And that's the thing, the urgency, the desperation, the worrying, the stress, the fear, the vibrating, and the lack, right? It all slows it down. It creates blockages. It creates obstacles, right? And the universe is like, oh, all right, you ain't trusting, so let me give you some of this energy that you're putting out and mirror it for you, right? And it seems like one thing is piling up on another now because you out here worrying. So the universe is like, yo, slide her this platter or slide him this plate full of worries now, right? So my mind has just been in a place of like reflection on the times that I truly just chilled and I was like, all right, cool. Like, I know my phone bill is due, or I know that baby girl needs some milk, or maybe she needs some diapers, or maybe we need some food in the house, like whatever it may be. Or maybe it's something as simple as me wanting to pay the $15 for my Canva, right? So whatever it is, I find myself just receiving it effortlessly when I'm not trying to figure out the how, when I'm not trying to figure out, all right, so how can I make some money right quick? You know what I mean? When I'm not over here putting my brain in struggle mode and trying to calculate shit and trying to come up with ideas and whatnot, right? Because I don't work in this moment. I am a stay-at-home mom, and I currently don't have a job, right? Every now and then I do receive some residual income from the journals that I sell on Amazon, but it's not hitting too heavy right now, right? So, as I reflect on the times that I just allow myself to be in the energy of not only gratitude, but just trusting and just seeing how it all came through. Because there was a lot of times when I really didn't know how shit was going to happen. I know early on, like when I first had baby girl and the due dates was all off and she came like a month early according to the doctors, right? But the due date that I originally had in my head, she was maybe a few days early. But anyway, like, I was a lot of shit that I didn't have yet, right? And I was just like, yo, how the fuck we gonna get all this shit? And I just relaxed and I just put it out into the universe. And I'm like, okay, like, spirit, ancestors, the divine universe, somebody, if y'all listening to me, like, this is what I need for my daughter, And then I think like a week, or it might have been a few days before my water broke in the wee hours of the morning. I remember my aunt coming over and gifting me with like a car seat and this playpen and like a bed for her and some diapers, and it was just like, wow, right? It was just like right on time. And in that moment, I didn't know like my water was gonna be breaking in a couple of days, right? I still thought I had a couple weeks. And so it was just seeing how everything just showed up, right, as it was needed in that divine timing, right? Not in my timing, but in divine timing. Like, it just all played out so fucking beautifully, right? And then it was like, okay, now I gotta get some clothes. They went and bought her clothes. Like, I was just receiving clothes. I was receiving gifts from family members, from friends, because, I had made her a registry through Amazon. People were gifting me. And it just seemed like every time that I needed something, boom, it was there. If I just had the thought, like, ooh, I want to get this for baby girl. And even now, that still happens sometimes, right? Because I have a list of what I would like to get her. And, I'm like, oh, I want this toy. Oh, I want this book, or whatever the case may be. And something will happen and somebody will end up buying it, or my mom will end up getting it. And I just be like, wow. And so it's so freaking dope, right? And in the moments that I find myself really like tripping, I got to take myself back to those times where it was like, yo, why are you tripping right now? Like, why are you bugging? Like, why are you stressing when you know how just sitting in your dope ass energy and having that level of trust and the magnetism, how you could just bring it to you by doing nothing, by just being in a state of relaxation, of receptivity, right? Having your fucking chakras aligned and chilling the fuck out. And so I was sitting here thinking like, yo, abundance, money, like, just thinking about it. And I came across this, it's kind of like one big ass affirmation, I guess you can call it, that I wrote that I would like to share with y'all, right? And it's really delicious to me. I love reading it. And so if you're listening to this message right now, may you receive an unexpected windfall of money. May all of your accounts see an increase and overflow of currency. May you be showered in abundance in all ways and all areas of your life for your highest good. May your business expand. May your clientele increase. May your inventory sell out. May your calendar be booked. May your success flourish with ease. May you receive all that you desire and more. May all blockages and obstacles be removed. May you get out of your own way. As you agree to this, may you align and shift your vibration to that of abundance and prosperity. Your needs are always met. There is nothing that you lack. You are rich in all areas of your life. You trust, you flow, you believe, you know, you receive, and you grow. Now command it. So, Ashe. One thing I want to touch on right quick, right? Because I have the word rich capitalized in this, right? And it makes me think back to when I seen the word rich broken down by saying, realizing I create my own happiness, basically, right? And so I feel like that kind of goes hand in hand with everything, because a lot of times it's like when your money is not right, when your money is funny, right, so is your mood. And I've realized that, and I feel like that does more harm than good, or more damage to what it is that you're desiring to bring in. And it's like, yeah, this is the reality of it all. However, if you're sitting there brooding and pouting and all angry and shit instead of just being in a place of gratitude, yeah, it's gonna cause for that vibrational, magnet to bring in more lack. And so it's like, yo, I can be in a place of not knowing where this $100 is going to come from that I may need in this moment, but I'm still good. I'm still happy. I'm still joyful. I'm still living life. You know, I'm not out here all mad and upset and angry. You know what I mean? I'm not allowing money to control my emotions, right? And it's all about how you look at it, because if it can really put you in that place to where it fucks up your energy and your emotions, your mood, your feelings, all of that, to where you start feeling stress and tension in your body, and now you angry and you projecting that anger, or you worried and you projecting that outwards. If it can do all that, you have to really ask yourself, are you truly in a place of abundance? Are you truly in a place of feeling rich, right? Are you truly in that prosperous place? Because if you were, there would be no worries. Like, nah, I'm good. And I know sometimes that's easier said than done. Like, I get it, trust me. I'm not always in a place of like, all right, cool, everything's gonna work out. Sometimes I get in my head, and sometimes my head be fucking me up. You know, I'll be deep in my thoughts, and they be dragging the fuck out of me, okay? It's like, when I say dragging, I be allowing my thoughts to drag me, and I gotta stop doing that shit. However, lately, I've been singing this chant or mantra, whatever you want to call it, that I heard on TikTok, right? And I don't know who the creator is. I don't remember what her name was, but it goes something like, everything's working out for me. Everything is working out for me, working out for me, working out for me. So that's kind of been in my head. And when I find my thoughts drifting, I be like, nah, chief, everything's working out for me, working out for me, working out for me. And I just be singing that. I be repeating it in my head over and over and over and over and over again. And it pulls me back to the other side, right? And there's another one that talks about money flowing. I'm trying to remember how it goes. Something about the money gonna flow, the money gonna flow. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It might be some more words to it, but basically it talks about like the money flowing, right? So I'm like, yo, and I have these saved like in my brain, and throughout the day I just be singing it. You know what I mean? And sometimes you really don't know who is going to show up for you. It could be a complete fucking stranger. Like, I've had to realize that. And one of the things that come to mind with that is a closed mouth doesn't get fed. I remember my father used to tell me that all the fucking time when I was younger, right? And I used to just be like, yeah, I hear you. But it's so true. And it can be anything. It doesn't have to be something so big. Like yesterday, I was craving some ice cream. I was like in the mood. It was an exhausting day. I was tired. I wanted to knock all this shit over. I was just dealing with like mom exhaustion, right? I was like, damn, I want some fucking ice cream. And I know that was my emotions talking, right? Having a sweet tooth and being an emotional eater at times. And I really wanted some ice cream. But I didn't really have the funds to get it, if I'm being honest. So I was like, yo, I'm about to post on Facebook and see if anybody want to treat me to some ice cream. And I wrote it just like that. I was like, does anyone want to treat me to some ice cream, right? And I didn't put my Cash App or nothing up there. I just simply made that post. And somebody was like, sure, what's your Cash App? And it was that fucking easy. And she responded in like less than 10 minutes. You know what I mean? It was that easy. It was something that I desired. Was it a need? No, but it was a want. Or hell, maybe it was a need in that moment because it made me happy as fuck. But either way, it was like, wow. You know what I'm saying? And she actually sent me more than what ice cream cost. So I was just like, look at that. The ease, right? The ease, the effortlessness, you know. And that's another thing that I've been dealing with too, just asking for help. Or just asking for what I want, asking for what I desire, asking for what I need, right? I feel like the past 2 years have really been teaching me that lesson over and over and over and over, and just banging it into my head like, yo, speak the fuck up, use your voice, right? Ask. There's people around you, even if it is a stranger, right? Even if you are posting on the internet, and release the fucking judgment around it, the self-judgment when it comes to asking for help, because that's another way that I be dragging myself in my thoughts is like when I in a place of asking for help. It's just me talking myself out of it, me feeling guilty, me feeling needy. Oh God, please. Like, I be over it with my own self. So when I realized that it comes so much easier when I just ask, and it's like a genuine ask, and it's not full of all my shit and all my baggage attached to it, it comes easier. Like, it's like people are just waiting for me to ask, right? And it kind of reminds me of how Diamond, some of you might know her from Clubhouse. She does the astrology club, and she talks about cardiology, right? She always says the universe wants to dance at your feet. And that sticks in my head too, because it's like, yo, it takes two to tango, right? And it's like, all right, universe, let's dance. Like, just put my request out there, and the universe fulfills it, right? So that's just kind of where I am with everything. And I just wanted to share my thoughts on it because, I had an opportunity to just be in a moment while baby girl is occupied, right? And I have a moment to breathe and woosah and think. And I was like, what do I want to do now? I have some free time. Do I want to record an episode? Do I want to read a book? Do I want to take some notes? Do I want to study cardiology? Like, all the different ideas of what I could do came to mind, right? And I was laying there, and I was actually working on my poetry book. Stay tuned for that, by the way. And then something was like, nah, I want to record an episode because money has been on my mind. And I was like, I just want to talk about money and manifestation. And somehow I ended up on the side of TikTok where it's just like all money positivity. Like, and I fucking love it there. Because I'll open TikTok and somebody be like, hey, millionaire, hey, billionaire, $5,000 just got deposited into your account. $1,300 is coming your way. Like, it's just all money positivity. Like I said, like, and I'm just like, yo, this is beautiful. Like, I love this shit. Like, talk to me nice when it comes to money, right? And so it's just cool to open my TikTok and to just be blasted with affirmations or chants or mantras or some quirky song about money, or somebody telling me like, yo, you about to be the next rich person in your family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so cool. As opposed to somebody talking about lack or complaining or some shit like that, right? So I've been vibing with that. I have felt like I made it to the rich side of TikTok or something. I don't know. But it feels good to be there. And hopefully the algorithm continues to suggest those people on my For You page because I fucking love it. I make sure I be interacting with all those videos. But yeah, it's a vibe. It's been a vibe. And yeah, so when I hit big, y'all, and I say hit big, but, I do play the lottery here and there. But when I come across, I attract, I bring to me, right? When it starts raining money on me, you know what I mean? I'm going to let y'all know when I tap into that big amount. I got y'all. Because, listen, I need to share my excitement with somebody. It makes me think about those 2 years. It was like 2 years, a year and a half, something like that. That I was just literally attracting everything to me. Like all of the giveaways and stuff that I was entering. Speaking of giveaways, right? I actually won a giveaway on TikTok. So I guess that's abundance too, right? I won a giveaway. It was for some candy, I was scrolling one night and I stumbled across these people that sell candy on there. And it was interesting because I was like, oh, they doing a giveaway. Let me see. It wasn't like a huge desire or need. I was just like, fuck it, let's just enter it. And I won. And I was like, oh, shit. So it was pretty dope. But what I was about to say is it makes me think about those 2 years or year and a half that every giveaway I was entering on IG, I was fucking winning. And I know I mentioned this before, but it was just a period of pure manifestation for me. And I will never forget that in my life because, like, no matter what I wanted or just thinking about, like, everything was just coming to me. And I was like, is this real? This what this feels like? Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I was questioning it. It's crazy, right? I was like, all right, what's the catch, universe? But that was a time to be alive, boy. That was everything. Anyway, I just wanted to come share some juicy abundance with y'all because I've been marinating in this energy of abundance and prosperity. So may you feel it too. You know what I mean? May all of the abundance come into your life and slap you on the ass one good time. Like, ooh, okay, I feel you. Like, may it make you twerk. May it make you dance. May it make you jump up and down. I hope that whatever it is that you need in this moment is fulfilled. And I know it will be, okay? So relax. Let go of the tension, let go of the stress, the worry. Let it all fucking go and just relax and watch how easy it comes in. All right, remember, everything's working out for me. Everything is working out for me, working out for me, working out for me. Everything is working out for me. Hey, everything is working out for me. All right, I'm going. I love y'all. As always, thank you for listening. Thank you for being a supporter. Thank you for being here. Thank you for vibing with me. Thank you for fucking with me. I love y'all. Have a beautiful fucking day. Peace. Wait, y'all, so I figured it out. It goes, don't worry about the money because the money gonna come. Don't worry about the money because the money gonna come. The money gonna come. The money gonna come. Don't worry about the money because the money gonna come. Don't worry about the money because the money gonna come. I had to, come back and let y'all know that I figured out the first part to what I was missing earlier on in this message. All right, that's it. I'm going for y'all. I'm going for real. All right, peace, y'all.